Welcome back, folks, to the Lone Gold Miner. We're heading back to Nugget Gulley. Our journey continues, digging into the ravine and getting down in this new test hole, getting closer to the bedrock. I've been picking up a lot of square nails. Believe it or not, that's kind of motivating. So we're going to try to get lower and lower, see if we can get some lead and perhaps some gold today. We didn't get any gold yesterday, but hey, you can't keep trying. You got to keep trying. You can't give up. So see you there in a minute. I should be there shortly, and see you then. Okay, we're just about there. A little bumpy ride here, but that's what you got to do. You got to get some, pinstripes are in your car in order to get the goods. Whoa. All right, let's back up here. There we go. I always park in the same spot because I don't want my hot exhaust to start a fire here. All right, let's get ready. Let's get geared up. Guess what I brought today? I got my 9-volt battery for my pinpointer. Hopefully that'll save a little bit of time. We just about got our gear down. You know what I do? I put dishwasher detergent on my hands and some of that pink stuff for anti-poison oak. And then I put my gloves on just in case I get some oils on my hand. It destroys the oil. So that's been helping quite a bit. All right, let me get my detector on here. Got my water. Carry this, carry that. Let's get to it, folks. See you down in a hole. Okay, here we are in a hole. Have to go up the hill, put my water and my detector in the shade. Yesterday was probably over 100. I couldn't even touch that thermos. The metal surrounding that thermos got so hot. And unfortunately, in the morning, we're in direct sunlight. I mean, it's already in the 90s. So I'm hoping to survive for another 4 or 5 hours here digging. Anyhow, let's start on it. I got to get in there and clear that. The objective today is just to keep going down to bedrock and detecting. So, all right, I'm going to take a few minutes, maybe half an hour, clear some of that up, and then I'll see you in the first target, folks. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I'm still in the nail zone, folks. Those 3-4 targets were nails, but I still have one more target to go. But my camera's been glitching. I'm not sure if it's the heat or what, but it keeps getting out of camera mode, so I'm not sure. I'm not a big techie guy. So anyhow, yeah, I picked up, let's see, how many nails did I pick up? Quite a bit. There they are. I picked up 4 nails. There were 3 nails in one hole and a nail in the other, but then there's another target there. So we're still in the nail zone, which is exciting because down below on the lower part of the gully ravine, I wasn't collecting a whole lot of trash. Now I'm hitting a lot of trash in this one spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go this way, downstream, maybe another 5 feet, and clear this whole area out. Because if there's trash at this level, who knows what's down below. So I'm going to continue, and I'll see you on the next target. Okay, here it is. Same thing. I'm hitting the pocket of nails. These could be ox hoof shoes, nails. See how flat they are? So they might have had ox in here. And what I've typically discovered is I have found ox shoes. They have half a hoof. It's not like a horseshoe, one solid hoof. And they use these flat type of nails. So in order to remove some of these rocks and pull them, they use oxen. All right, let's continue. Okay, we got a target right here. Let's dig this puppy up. Sounds like all the other targets so far. Let's see if we could dig it out. I think I'm hitting a layer of like nails. Let's see. There it is. There it is. All right, we continue. Okay, so it's all been square nails over here. Must have collected 5 bits of square nails. So now the process starts over again. I cleared all the trash out of here. Now we're going to dump this up there, and then we're going to continue on. All right, let me take off my gear and start digging. I'm going to critique this White's Bullseye. I have to say, I don't like it. I think the Garrett Carrot, the old and the new, are much better pinpointer. Never tried a Mine Lab, but I do have a Garrett Carrot at home, and it's just more stable. This thing is ridiculous. Don't care for it. I'm going to keep 9-volt battery. I'm going to toss this thing in the trash where it belongs. Anyhow, I feel better now. All right, let's get down there in that hole and do a scan. We're getting deeper, but we're still in the nail zone. Let's take a look. This is where I picked up the last 5-6 nails. So I dug all the material out, the loose soil. And like I said, you got to check every layer, go slow. And then you kind of a small area, it's easy to trip on. You fall over your own feet here. Okay. This coil is very old. I've had this probably for 17 years, and it's kind of touch sensitive. So when you see these little roots, when I hit it, it gives me a false signal. So I have to be very careful, but go with the contours of you really got to follow it parallel like that. Oh, okay. Okay, I got a signal here. Let me dig it up, see what we get. Okay, I have it in the scoop. I don't mean to knock White's at all. I think White's, when White's detectors was in business, they were great. I mean, my ultimate favorite metal detector from White's is the MXT. I still use it. I've had it for over 20 years. It's one of the best detectors around. It still is. If I were to buy a beginner in getting into metal detecting, I'd buy either a Nocta Ultra, on the lower priced metal detectors, or I'd buy a used MXT. You're going to get a $800, $900 detector these days for $300, and it's a great machine. Anyhow, I got a target right here. Let's check it out. Yeah, so I'm not knocking. I'm just knocking the pinpointer. I don't care for it. I want something you just turn on and go. I'll be fixing this crack in this scoop this weekend. Okay, we got something in here. Yeah. That's just a piece of metal. All right, let's continue. All right, we got nothing out of that one, but some pieces of nail. Now we got to get back down there and muck it out and dig down a little further. You notice it's getting much deeper, but we're still in that iron trash zone. All right. Let's check out this rock right here. Yeah, you see how it's mineralized here? So the gold up in the mother lode, it's epithermal. So what that means is when the crust, we're primarily in the granite serpentine zone. So when the crust cracks and creates fissures through the earth, you have this, I call it a soup of high heat, liquid, and gases that come through these fissures, these cracks. And as it goes up towards closer to the surface, it cools. And if it has, wow, that looks really cool in there. Limonite or something, iron. As it cools and the right pressure and the right minerals are in there, gold starts to precipitate and crystallize in quartz like this. So yeah, this is the mother lode, and this is the type of stuff you want to look at. Very pretty stuff. The uglier, the better. All right, let's continue digging. Okay, I got a target right here. Let's dig it out. It's a little warbly. Okay, I have it in my scoop, and let's see what it is. Huh. Okay. It's iron. It's definitely iron. Okay, well, we're getting less square nails. We may be entering a new zone, the heavy zone. Time will only tell us. All right, just had a little lunch and dug out the material, the muck, and now we're gonna go detect it again. Same old process, folks. Okay. We're getting deep. So the question is, are we going to dig up more full square nails? Or we're going to get into some lead eventually. Okay. Got a target there. Got one here, but it's really deep. Got one here. May have one right here. All right. Let me dig those puppies out. They were just nails. So, yeah. Taking a little break, and I'm going to get back down there and start digging even deeper. Never give up attitude. You got to keep going. All right, folks. See you soon. All right. It's scan time again. Tossed a bunch of dirt on top of our tailing pile here. And don't want to slip down into this hole and make it my grave. Anyway, let's get the detector and see what we get. Got a target down deep. What do we got? A nail. Square nail. Look at that. Isn't she a beauty? Yeah. Got to appreciate the little things. All right, let's continue. Well, I'm getting into a lot of cobbles. Cobble zone. There's a lot of rock. A lot of rock, dirt in between, but we're still not at the bottom. But it's encouraging. I'm getting less lighter stuff. Less. I am picking up some square nails, but I'm not. I'm encouraged because I'm not getting a whole lot of trash. So I think the real dense metal is way down low. Bedrock's the game. If there's 80%, I'd say 90-95% of the gold's gonna be down at the bedrock. So we just got to keep digging. This test hole is gonna take me probably a week because I'm gonna expand it this way 5 feet. I just don't have a lot of room right now. It's about 4 feet by 6-7 feet. I need room, space, and area, so it's gonna take about a week. Okay, let me muck this, throw it up there, and we'll test it with the detector again. What I'll do also, I'm gonna bring a couple 5-gallon buckets tomorrow, probably 2 or 3, and I'm gonna test for fine gold here. if these cobbles are coming down here, you know there's going to be some fine gold in here. So I could be tossing a lot more gold up there at this moment that I'm getting with the detector until we get down to bedrock. Hopefully we get something much bigger. But anyhow, you should always test above the bedrock about a foot and for fine gold. All right. Okay, we cleared it out. We mucked it up, and I have a target right there. A very small zip. I mean, it sounds really smooth, a little bit different from all the other ones that were really loud targets, like for the square nails. This one sounds just very short and smooth. So let's check it out. Okay, we got it in the scoop. Let's see what we got. Still on the scoop. Oh, I see something flat. And it's not a good thing. It's, yep. It's a piece of metal. We're not getting so much trash now, but it's a piece, it's something. All right, let's continue. What we got here? We have, he took off. It was a, what do you call those? Colorful little flying things. Not a moth, not a butterfly. Dragonfly, that's it. There was a dragonfly here. Maybe it'll bring me some good luck. First, I got to muck this. Look how deep we're getting. We're getting pretty deep. I think tomorrow we're going to really make some headway, get down to the really big rocks. So yeah, as the days go by, the better it's going to be. Cross the fingers. Okay, we're getting deeper. Got a nice target here. Remember, clear all targets, junk and everything. All right, let's check it out. I'm going to be, this is going to be finishing up. It's the end of the day. I'm running out of water. I'm just going to dig a few targets, muck this stuff out, throw it up there. And then this will be day 3 with the test hole. Tomorrow will be day 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So I'll be back tomorrow. Join me tomorrow if you want to follow, see what this test hole is going to produce, how much trash, how much lead, how much, maybe we'll get a piece of nugget. But depending on what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue going this way 5 feet, and I'm going to go upstream another 5 feet and open up this hole further. So, all right, let's check out what this target is. Well, there it is. Wow, it's a really nice square nail. Beautiful. Look at that. That's a keeper. All right, let's continue. We're done, folks. Let's do the wrap up. A lot more nails today. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 nails. Broken bits of nails and small pieces of metal. So the deeper we're going, we're hitting more nails. Tomorrow, we're going to go even deeper. So we'll give that a test tomorrow. See, where that takes us. So yeah, hope you join me tomorrow and see what Nugget Gulley test hole 1 is going to produce. Until then, folks, thanks for joining me, and greetings from the Sierra foothills, the dry foothills of California. Hope to see you another day. Wherever you are in this world, hope you have a good evening or good morning as you're getting up to start out your day. Take care, folks. See ya.